I hope everyone's doing well. What I have tonight is kind of a box. Well, not really a box, but I got boxes of goodies. A bunch of figures that I'd like to open up and put on display for you guys. So, a lot of cool toy news came out this week. So, we'll probably go over some of that, like the Hasbro Pulse. I think it was 1027 live stream was yesterday, and they showed some neat stuff. I didn't watch all of it because some of it doesn't interest me, which is probably not great to be able to report on all of it. But the stuff that I did see that I do like, I'm really interested in. One thing that really came across is the Carnage and Symbiote Spidey 2-pack that's based on the cartoon version, so that's pretty cool. That'll look really nice with the comic Spidey that I just got. So I also reviewed and did review that's up on YouTube right now, so check it out. But yeah, he's pretty sweet figure. I'm really digging the colors on this guy. He's beautiful, man. I like the posability, and yeah, I really am digging that light blue, and even like some of like the black line like around the spider on the back just really makes it pop. So it looks really nice. It's really impressive. So yeah, we'll go over what I got here to unbox tonight. So I picked this up at GameStop. I don't normally do Star Wars. I got out of Black Series. I got one shelf dedicated to Star Wars Hot Toys. So I got my Mandos, and I got Han and Chewie because Han's my favorite. I got Vader, and I got Return of the Jedi Luke, and I also got Ahsoka and Darth Maul from, I believe it was season 7 of the Clone Wars. Ahsoka's my favorite Jedi, always has been. So, but I really like the Mandalorian. I did want a Razor Crest, and I didn't want to spend $1 million to get it. So I picked this guy up at GameStop yesterday, and it comes with like some tiny little figures that look really cool, man. So looking forward to getting into that. Excuse me. I also picked this guy up, so really into G.I. Joe Classifieds. That's kind of my main go-to line of figures right now. So I picked up the retro carded Gung Ho, and I like the paint apps on this guy because it's more like the original figure that we had back in the day, and I love these card backs, even though I open it up and throw them in the garbage. It might be a little blasphemous, but whatever, man. They look cool, and I like the figures. So I got that guy. I also got this from AliExpress. This is the Mummy accessory pack. So I got this to go with this guy. So I plan on doing an Enabler spooky shot with this set and the Mikey. So for Halloween. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to get into that. And because it's Halloween, I got my Friday the 13th t-shirt on today. Also got this retro style War Machine. So, hey, what's up, Refan? How you doing, buddy? So yeah, here we go. This looks cool. I really like the retro style on this guy. I like the paint. He'll go really nicely posed up with this guy. So yeah, he's looking sweet. And again, I love these fucking card backs, man. Like, they're money. They're money. They know what they're doing, man. They're hitting that nostalgia itch. Because this is from my generation, man. This is when I was first getting into buying toys, man. Was the Toy Biz, you know, like the retro figures. Like, if the first one I bought was the Wolverine that's in, like, the Danger Room deco. So, I'm looking forward to getting the new version of that. So, and I might have to get 2 so I can hang a carded one up on the wall because it looks pretty freaking sweet. I also picked this guy up. So it was at my local comic shop. He saw that my last couple of streams, I had the Hiya toys, like Kane, and I also got a review up for the Battle Damage RoboCop in Ed 209. So he had the RoboCop 2, the clean version, and it comes with Kane's little brain. So, and I only had the Battle Damage version that came in the 2-pack, so I'm looking forward to having a clean version to go beside it. And then I got this bad boy. I actually got 2 of these from Amazon.com. I had it pre-ordered with Amazon.ca. They haven't shipped yet, so I'm canceling that. I got 2 of these, so I got one in the box and one to open. Again, I don't normally do that, so I might sell it after, but I'm definitely keeping one for my collection opened. So he's pretty sweet. I'm really looking forward to this. I know, man, but then it gets expensive, dude, and I collect too many freaking lines already. Like the wall of hot toys. And I still got a few of those coming in, so I've definitely slowed down on the pre-orders. I only got a few open pre-orders for 1/6 scale, and I watched the live stream where what was it? I think it was 1/6 shooter Trevor does a live stream called the Six Pack. I watched that, and they had Oilers Workshop on there. He does really awesome dioramas, and he went to Vegas to see it. So he said that the Batman from the Batman was one of the best figures he's ever seen and looked lifelike. So I know I went against my pre-order, not pre-ordering anymore, and I pre-ordered it and I got the deluxe one, just the figure. I didn't do the one with Bruce Wayne and the Bat Signal. I just got the Batman Deluxe version, and I'm stoked. I hope it comes out next year soonish, because the Joker looks hype as shit too. I might keep the retro card sealed. Oh, here we go. Hey, that's the first time I did that. And open the War Machine. Yeah, man, I can't do it. I just can't, because then I'll end up with twice as much, and I'm already bad enough for not getting to shit that I already own opening. If I start doing doubles, oh man, I don't got enough places to store shit already, and the wife already gets on me. So, so yeah, that's what I got to unbox. I got other shit, but you know, I streamed for an hour more or less, so this is roughly what I can get through. So I don't know. What do you want to see first? Because I'm thinking about opening this guy first. So if there's no objections, I'm gonna start with him. And there's no tape on the top, but it's already ripped. So again, it doesn't matter. I open it. So we'll turn on the unboxing cam and get it off my face. So here he is. Let's crack this guy open. Yeah, man, that Mayfex stuff is dope, but again, it's expensive, man. I don't know. Like, for me, the happy medium is this stuff, right? I either go this or I go Hot Toys. There's no in between. I'm not getting into the what the hell do they call them? Import figures. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not getting into the import figure racket, man. It's just not for me. I see a lot of cool shit on there, but again, when it comes to the price, when it comes to 6-inch figures, I kind of find these guys do it for me, man. Like, Hasbro's come a long way from their beginnings, and they kind of know it because they're starting to charge that too now, right? I mean, they're not at the point where they're import figures, but they're getting up there. Certain, like, I remember, and I know, fuck, I'm old. I start talking about back in the day, but man, back in the day, I remember buying a case like from wave 6 to 9 or 6 to 10 of the Marvel Legends, the Toy Biz versions, like with the Galactus, with Giant Man, with the Sentinel, with Apocalypse. Like I would buy a case of them because you had a chance of getting um, the alternative versions because they were short packed and it was per box and the box wasn't labeled, so it was like blind box before it was blind box. So sometimes I get lucky and get in there, and I'd buy my case for I don't know, like $100 Canadian, case of 12 figures, right? And you usually end up the case pack was usually 2 complete sets, and then you had the chance that you would have the alternate versions. So, and I got lucky with a couple of cases. So, and then my friend brought it up the other day, a couple weeks ago when he came by and visited, is that, hey, you remember when we did the toy show and you sold all those retro, carded Toy Biz figures for nothing? And I was like, yeah, it was because when I first got into Hot Toys, man, I was selling off everything just so I could buy more of this shit. So I sold a lot of Toy Biz Marvel Legends, like the Abomination, just like a bunch of them from those waves for like nothing, man, for like 10-15 bucks, still sealed on card. Yeah, I'm glad they don't do chase figures now, but some of the chase figures were cooler. Like the Hulk, I remember, like the retro Hulk they had, like it was like the original version was gray and then the chase version was green, and I wanted the green version, so I got lucky and got the green version in a case. So I was happy with that, but I preferred the green version to the angry gray version. I like Joe Fixit, but I don't like the angry gray version. So anyways, here's Kamakura outside of the package, and man, he looks pretty freaking sweet. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the paint deco. I like he's got the Iraq or fuck. I always screw it up, but he's got the same ninja symbol as Snake Eyes does. So and a nice tattoo there, and I like the like metal there for armor on his wrists and his hands, and then on his knees and his shins, right? And you got the typical butterfly joints that are really nice on classifieds. And what I really like is the drop down hips. So you can you know, get them up nice and high to the side, right? I always find that the hip joints are a little tight in these guys, although he's not bad. Nope. He's got a nice ratchet joint in his hip there. So, sorry, I'm just kind of messing with him right now. Posing him up. So, you can get a nice little, get him posed up, get him doing a nice little hi-ya, right? Sometimes those neck pegs are tough, though. Like sometimes, oh, no, he doesn't have it. It's just doesn't have a lot of movement that way. Like you get the typical Joe classified this way, but the way that it's a double ball joint, it's not a hinge. So you're not getting a lot of down movement, unfortunately. So, but you still can get a nice pose with him, right? But yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. I dig him. So, as you know, this is where the accessories come in these little, bins, I guess. And it's got a little code there in his name, so that's pretty neat. Oh, classifieds are great for the price, man. I really enjoy them. It's probably my favorite line of figures right now, other than like NECA TMNT. I was big into the movie and the comic series. I've slowed down on the comic series. I'm pretty good with where I'm at. I'm gonna grab like random figures as they come out if they really interest me, but if they don't, I ain't chasing them. It's just getting too expensive with everything. Like these guys I'm all in on. Like this is my go-to figure line right now and has been for a while. So I pretty much have everything other than like the lighter blue Regal Cobra Commander, which I really want, but I don't want to pay $100 Canadian for them because I'm just going to open them because I want them to display with the rest of my figures. So that's a little bummer. If I find them for cheaper, then I'll scoop them. And one thing you got to be careful with these bags, always give them a good patting. You want to make sure you get everything out of there because you don't want to throw any accessories out, right? So he's got a nice clean head sculpt there. Looks pretty great. I like the look of it. It's got some nice paint apps on it. And he looks angry or determined, I guess. So he looks really good. And then he's got, as if his hood's down, or his mask rather. And then he's got the hood. It's the same hood that you get with Storm Shadow. So, and that'll fit on there nicely. He also comes with a little cloth here that hooks on for his belt, which I'm assuming goes here. And just clips on that ball joint, right? It matches with that color green, so you can kind of, if you got him going in for a kick, you can have it blowing in the wind, whichever way you want, or just have it down to his side, like so. And then he comes with a little backpack for his swords. Comes with a knife. That's a nice little knife. It's got some nice teeth on that side. Nice handle. And then he comes with a pistol. Now, it's pretty small, so I know a lot of the Joe stuff, they've had clips that come out for like their automatic rifles and stuff, which is a cool feature, but for the pistol, it's pretty tiny. But I like the look of it. I think it looks pretty cool. And this, I don't mind. I like that they're doing it, like putting the larger or longer accessories in between some cardboard like this so they don't get bent or misshapen. So we'll open this up and see what's in there. And again, I don't see why this is considered a deluxe figure other than, you get an extra head sculpt, because a lot of G.I. Joes come with a lot of accessories in general, right? So he's got a couple of swords here. And then he also has an Uzi that is similar to the one that comes with Snake Eyes. Clip doesn't come out either. That's one solid plastic piece. So we got a couple of swords here, and they look different. So let's get these out of here. So yeah, they are different, kind of. Like, this has a design on the blade. Like, you can kind of see the teeth, but this one does too. But the hilts are different. They have a different, like, molding on them in paint deco. And this sword has, like, a little green band around it. And that'll typically go in the back, right? So those swords slide in there nicely. Let's get those in there. I don't know. This one goes in there, I guess. There we go. And it kind of, you can feel it because it kind of snaps into place there, right? There we go. I don't know if I like that it goes like that. So, but it looks like it's designed to go that way almost. Okay, well, whatever. That works. And then it comes with a couple other accessories here. So yeah, I mean, I hate complaining about it, but he's an expensive figure for what you get, right? When they consider it a deluxe, Hasbro's getting a little crazy with what they consider a deluxe these days. When you have other figures, like, I hate going back to it, but the amount of accessories and head sculpt that NECA comes with, and the paint detail and the sculpts compared to, a Hasbro or G.I. Joe Classifieds, like, it's still nice we get more with G.I. Joe Classifieds than you get with, like, Marvel Legends or the Star Wars Black Series, which is kind of crazy that the smaller retro 3 3/4 Star Wars figures are coming with more accessories than the 6-inch version. So yeah, that's a little disappointing. Like, the Vader that came from Obi-Wan has more stuff with him than the 6-inch version, which I don't get. So we'll get these out of here. And I don't really see a place for them, which is a little disappointing. Because usually the classified stuff come with a belt or, a backpack. They usually have somewhere where you can hold all their accessories. But Kamakura does not have something for everything, to place everything. So there'll be some stuff that's either going to sit on the shelf or go in a box of accessories. So he's got this bow staff, which looks like it's this and this connected, right? And these look like metal. They're not really blades because they're not sharp, but they still look cool. But this looks like the connected version of it, right? So, and I'm guessing that's what it is. And then it's got two little knives on the tips. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, it's a little disappointing that he doesn't have a place for them. Unless you tuck it in the middle here or something. I don't know. Like, I guess you could kind of squeeze it in there like so, if you wanted to. And have it on his back. Whichever way you want it. Right? But he doesn't have a place for his guns. Anywhere. Not on his belt. He doesn't have a little sheath for his knife on his boots. Or in his backpack. So he kind of got a place for his swords, and that's about it. So, but yeah, I'm really impressed with him. I like the paint apps. I love ninjas, so the more ninjas, the better. I ended up getting 2 of the 2-pack blue ninjas, so he'll go nicely on my shelf, on my top shelf of my G.I. Joe display with the rest of my ninjas. So, yeah, he looks pretty great, man. I really like this figure. So, yeah, there he is. So, we'll move on to the next thing. Oh, you can't redeem your reverse code for some reason? Oh, that's frustrating, man. Nothing like paying for something and not being able to use it. Did you buy like the newer deluxe version of because Resident Evil 8 is Village, correct? Which was great. I didn't bother going for the deluxe version. I bought the original version when it first came out. So if you hold on to that, do you still have access to the reverse? I don't know. Or do you have to buy like the new deluxe version that has what is it? His daughter? Is it Winter? The Winter DLC where you play through as her, and I guess you also get to play it in third person instead of first person, which is pretty cool. It's nice that they did that. All right, so guess I'm gonna go with the Mummy set next because I do want to check this out. Pretty excited about it actually. We'll get that out of there. So here's a shot of the box. We'll open her up here. Should probably move my mouse out of the way. Let's try not to cut my finger off. So, this is pretty weighty. It's got a nice weight to it overall. Come on. You give me a hard time. Come out of there. Oh, shit. Oh, it's because there we go. Because it comes with a cardstock background. Which I'm guessing will come in pretty handy, so. Because I want to do a spooky enabler shot with this. But man, this looks fantastic. I'm not going to lie. It's got a nice gold hue to it. But like a tarnished gold hue, I guess. So that looks pretty cool. So cut this here. I mean, there's not much to it, right? You get the sarcophagus for the mummy, and then you get like a kind of a crate or a chest rather. Look, they're in there good. Even when you cut the damn straps, they don't want to come out too easily. Yeah, you guys should check out Dez's Des Refans channel too, because it's great. He also does a live stream on Tuesday, which I'll be joining in with him soon-ish. So I'm sure he'll send out a notification when he's ready to do that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to have somebody else to talk with. So it'll be nice to be able to join him and maybe a couple of other guys that he usually live streams with. And I should probably get you on here too, man, just so we can talk about toys and games, because I'm a huge fucking gamer too, man. So, yeah, man, this looks great. I'm really impressed. And I got it on AliExpress for $28 Canadian. That's insane. I just sold my Pennywise accessory set today, so I've been going through making space. I got the 1/6 scale Pennywise, and it comes with a really nice display stand with like the sewer and the grass, so I just didn't feel the need for the accessory set anymore. And again, you know, as you all know, we're all collectors, and sometimes you gotta sell shit to make room for other shit, man. So you gotta make the decision to see what goes and what stays, right? Because the one thing that doesn't grow is our room. And I got a pretty big space already. I think my wife, that she allows it, so... Oh yeah, sure, I'll send you my logo. Because, yeah, I'm not big enough to pay a designer, so I just threw something together myself, but it's better than the one I had before. And I kind of like this one. It's kind of the animated version of me, so I don't know, I kind of dig it. Man, I'm spending more time trying to get this thing out of the fucking package. Woof. Woof. That probably made enough fucking noise. Sorry, dudes. So yeah. So we got the only thing I'm a little bummed about is that it doesn't have a hinge. Like, I kind of wish it had a hinge. Like, it's like it has this clip on the front, but it doesn't move, right? That's just, it kind of looks like a movable clasp, but it's not. So you press this up against it and it kind of clicks into place, right? But I kind of wish it had a hinge so that you open it up and, you know, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosy. It's still a great piece. It looks awesome. I like all the little designs on it. And like the hieroglyphics that are on the clasp. That's pretty cool. And then same thing. Wow, I'm just noticing this now. Look at the little details inside. Like a little hieroglyphics that are inside the tomb. That's pretty dope, man. That's really great. Wow. And then you got the nice painted details on the side there. And same with the front of the tomb. Like, this is cardboard, but it kind of looks like stone almost. So that's pretty neat that they did like this little insert here. And then you get some nice painted details. And I like the tarnished gold paint. It looks really good. And then it clips in there nicely. I don't know if Mikey's going to fit in here, but I'm going to try. Yeah, he looks a little short for it. But maybe if I get his legs together. I don't think so, man. But I think for a display, maybe, you know, whatever, I can have him creeping out of it, possibly. have it off to the side or something like this when I'm doing my shoot. Because that's kind of the goal. I wanted to use this for again, the spooky, or the enabler spooky Halloween little competition that they're holding, that Toying Around's doing. So yeah, I think that'll be okay. Whatever, it'll be standing up, but I'll be able to get him to look like he's coming out of it. But yeah, he's a little short next to it. It's definitely for a taller, thinner mummy, like the one it's meant for, but I think it'll still display nicely. Man, I fucking love this Michelangelo, dude. Like, it's so good. Like, look at that face. Look at those teeth. It looks like the decayed version, which I'm sure they went off of, is that decayed version that showed up on the internet of the Secret of the Ooze. I think it was Leonardo. But yeah, and that looked creepy as shit. And that's what this looks like, is the decayed rubber version of that. But anyways, yeah, this is a cool little set, man. For $28, you can't beat it. It's pretty fantastic. I'm glad I scooped it. I always like to order, like, to justify the shipping. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, it's a great figure, man. It looks really sweet. But when I order from AliExpress, or from anywhere really, I do the same thing with Hasbro Pulse, which is where they get me, is to justify the shipping. I always order a couple of things to offset the price of shipping, because shipping's expensive and it's gone up, right? So I try to order a couple, 2 or 3 items. I know through AliExpress, I usually have a limit where I order 3 items, and then I can kind of justify the price of shipping when I get those items, right? So, and this comes with a nice little backdrop that you can have in the background. So you'll have that posted up with that. Whenever you're doing some shots, and it's got like a nice matte. It's not glossy, so you won't get too much shine when you're shining light on it when you're trying to take pictures, as you can see, right? Like, it still gives off like a nice look to it, right? So this is really cool. I'm digging that. So, and it's got some nice color. It really looks nice on camera too. So yeah, that's sharp, and it's like a nice sturdy plastic. This is sturdier than like the extreme sets that I get, because I have 3 of those now that I use for backdrops and use for like dio shots and stuff. I just picked up the Stairway, which has the elevator. I haven't done any shots with it. I kind of had the Ronin version when I was just doing shots of it walking down the stairs without the walls or anything, just to get an idea. So I'm hopefully plan on doing a shoot with that too. So, but yeah, that's a great set, man. Like I said, $28 Canadian, can't beat it. All right, so what else do I got in here? Well, if you guys want, I'm gonna open this guy because I'm really excited about it. Like I said earlier, don't do a lot of Star Wars. I sold off all my Black Series figures because, man, what you get for the price, it ain't worth it, dude. Yeah, and they still haven't updated their articulation to match what they're doing with Marvel Legends and what they're doing with G.I. Joe Classifieds. So, the 3 3/4 versions have better articulation and have better accessories, even though I don't collect them because I'm not getting into another scale of figures. Drink your water. So, but this, I always wanted a Razor Crest in the collection, even though, spoiler alert, which I'm assuming you've already watched Mandalorian, the Razor Crest gets blown up in season 2. So, but yeah, these little figures are fucking cool, man. Kind of reminds me, like, it's almost like it has its own little card back, right? Like, if you had it sitting on the shelf and like a backdrop for when you're doing some photo photography, like toy photography, these would look great in the background, or even like in characters' hands, because they're pretty cool. And pop these guys out of here. So You got Mando. Looking pretty tiny, man. He's cool though. And do his legs move? I don't think his legs move. They look like they are, but maybe they're painted in. Oh no, his arms move. There you go. There you go. Kind of. Yeah. So maybe the legs do move. They look like they have a joint. Oh yeah. There we go. So I guess he can sit in the cockpit. His little backpack comes off too. It's got a little peg hole in it. Shit. That's more than I was expecting, man. So head doesn't move though. But yeah, that's a pretty cool little figure. And then we got Carl Weathers. So he's looking pretty sweet. Got a little Carl Weathers here. Action Jackson, if you're old enough and get it. Or the original Predator. The classic handshake with him and Arnie when they meet up. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And then you got a little Grogu. And he comes with a little stand here. So it looks like a little clear stand, so it looks like he's floating. And he's tiny. I don't think he comes out of there, but yeah, he looks pretty cool, man. Those are neat. Fuck, those are cool. I really like them. So looks like this just has one tie on it. So we'll move the little figures off to the side here because I don't want to lose those. And then we'll cut this tie. There we go. But yeah, this is pretty sweet, man. So Des, if you're still watching, I got some questions for you when we're live, man. Because I noticed your stream thing is Don't Stop Gaming. So I'm curious if you're still gaming and what you play. Because yeah, that's another big aspect of me and like kind of the nerdy shit that I'm into is I love gaming. All kinds of games. So come on. Oof. That was a tough one to get out of there. So, move that off to the side. Man, I wish it came with a little stand, though. It doesn't come with a little stand. But it does come with some landing feet, I guess, that pop out. So that's cool. And a little landing gear that comes down as well. So you can have it coming in for a landing. And then it's got the... I don't know if this comes down. Yeah, it does. Oh, that's wild. So this comes down as well. So you can get a nice shot of inside the cargo hull. That's pretty sweet, man. I'm digging that. So that closes up. Well, even the side door opens up. And then this top, I believe, comes off as well. So let me see if I can get this thing off here. Come on. Somehow. Pretty sure it comes off. Of course, I don't have nails. I don't want to wreck it either. I'm pretty sure that comes off. So you can, oh yeah, there you go. Come on. Come on. So it looks like this whole top piece comes off somehow, so you can see. Come on. Thing is, I don't want to break anything. There we go. What the hell? Guess I should maybe look at the instructions. Man, that was some work, dude. So, there you go. You get a nice shot of inside the cockpit. Man, that's sweet. He's even got a little guy in the carbo. Yeah, that's fucking fantastic. There you go. I don't know how well that shows up. And then he's got the little cargo hold here that opens up. And yeah, man, I'm really impressed with this little bastard. This is wild. That's great. So, and then I guess the cockpit also opens up. It doesn't look like the guns move though. Well, I mean, does it need to? Well, the cockpit does open. And then you got a nice little spot there. So I'm wondering if Grogu fits. Oh, here we go. Of course, my big mittens. I would fucking never get it in there. Come on. Man, I'm spending more time with this than I am anything else. I've spent more time getting into toys than actually playing with them on this episode. Oh, come on. See, that's the problem when you got big old mitts like me. Yeah, anyways, he fits in there. There's a little hole. He's got a little hole underneath him, and he's supposed to clip in there. But my hands are too fucking big. I'll have to get some tweezers or something to get him in there. But still cool. And I guess there's a nice little seat there for Mando. So, again, get him to sit in there. And you get Grogu sitting back there, and then you can have his buddy sitting in the back seat there. There you go. And have Grogu, and then you close it up, and fucking away they go. Going off into space. Or getting blown up. Like at the end of season 2. But there. That's not too bad now that I know how to open it. But yeah, that's pretty great, man. Like the paint, the detail on this thing. The fact that it's so tiny and still has like the back door and the side door that opens for the cargo hull. And, you know, little carbonite frozen guy in there. And there's a flap for the storage still. And it's got the legs that come down. Yeah, man. This is a great little set. The only thing I wish it came with was like a stand so you could have it like fly. Look like it's flying. So, but yeah, that's pretty fantastic. I'm digging that out of everything. This is the thing that surprised me the most. Jesus. It's pretty great though. So yeah, that's a great little set. And I like this, man. I like it. Like I said, you can have your figures set up in here and have it in display if you're doing toy photography in the background. You know, if you got them, because I got some He-Man, I got some other little toy figures that you can have your toys play with, right, for photo shoots. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this Razor Crest. I hope we get a version of, which I imagine we will, of Mando's Naboo Starfighter. Because that looks dope. Oof, buddy. Insane. What up, man? How's it going? Thanks for joining in. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty impressed with this little thing, man. It looks great. I'm going to have it on display with my Hot Toys Star Wars figures. But, yeah, that's pretty dope. All right. So, guess we'll get into this guy next. My retro carded War Machine. Because he looks great, man. He's pretty fantastic looking figure. So I really like the paint apps on it. What's going on, Insane? So yeah, we'll get this guy opened up next. I was kind of surprised that I still saw him on the shelf. I went looking for the retro carded Apocalypse because I really want it. The colors are, you know, they ain't OG, but he's still a sweet ass looking figure. I hope eventually they just do a repaint with the more comic accurate colors. So that would be sweet. And you know, Hasbro, they probably will. But that Diamond Select version looks fantastic too. So And I went in and asked for an update on Dr. Mindbender that I have pre-ordered with GameStop, and they're showing mid-November now. So, man, I just want that figure. Like, I've seen it on AliExpress. I'm not paying $100 for it. It looks cool, but I'm not paying the extra just to get it a little early. So, oh, nice, taking some pictures. Sweet, dude. Be posting some stuff on Instagram. I'll be looking forward to seeing some of those. So yeah, he comes with some really nice accessories. He's got a shoulder cannon here, and he's got some nice little blue tinge to the paint for the tips. And then he's got his rocket launcher, right, for his other shoulder. And then he's got this, which sits on the rocket launcher, like so, I'm guessing. And then it's got little portholes there for the missiles that you plug in and kind of shoot those off. I really like this, man. Oh, he's great, dude. Oh, and I'm throwing missiles around and knocking packages over. So, yeah, there's a shot of the missiles. Got a little hip cramp there. Getting old, boys. So, yeah, you get they all poured in there nicely. And then it'll sit on the shoulder cannon like so. Kind of just sits on it, right? Fuck, that looks cool, man. That's really impressive. I like what they did there. And then you got this, which I'm guessing sits on the chain gun for his other shoulder. So it looks like he's shooting. I love fire, flame effects, weapon effects. Like, it just adds a lot. Especially when you're doing like figure photography, it adds a lot to it, right? Instead of having to add like effects like post process after, if you use Photoshop or Lightroom. But man, the more I dig into this guy, the more I fucking dig him. When I first saw pictures of him originally, I was like, I know it's more like the retro version of the figure, but I was kind of humming and hawing. But really, you could have either one of these shoulder cannons slap onto whichever side you want, right? So, oh, there we go. And it looks like they just tilt to and fro. Looks like they're, oh no. Oh, shit. That's dope. So, yeah, you pull these off, pull off the weapon effects, and they got articulated cannons that go back. Man, that's fucking sweet, dudes. It's the little things. It's the little things, boys. But yeah, you can have them posed up, you know, just kind of hanging out. I do like the clear plastic. It's not clear, but it's like glossy plastic that they used, and they carried it over to the head sculpt too with the paint, right? But he looks amazing, man. I'm more and more impressed with this guy. Everything I unboxed tonight, I'm just like, holy shit, boys! I'm like, one thing after another. I'm just like, oh yeah, this is cool. Oh wait, this is pretty cool. But this thing is fucking cool, man. So yeah, he's got like his shoulder pads here are like a soft rubbery kind of material. So it moves. So it doesn't hinder like his shoulder articulation when you're lifting it up, which is really nice. And then it moves with the arm. So when you move it forward, so he's got like his repulsor blasts, right? And then I got Iron Man here next to him. Like, I love the decos on these two, man. Like I had the 80th anniversary version of this, which I boxed back up when I got this because I was planning on selling it. But then I looked at it and I liked the gold on it. Like I'll use it for more kind of like realistic. I mean, they're comic book characters, but for, like these look like they just stepped off the pages, man, of like the cartoon. Not even the pages, like jumped off of the screen, like this guy. Like the way the colors pop, man. Like, whew, I'm in love, boys. So yeah, I'm gonna see if these repulsor blasts fit in there, which I imagine they do. So yeah, there you go. That's dope. That's pretty great. And then he comes with another open hand, so you can put another blaster on there, right? So yeah, this guy's impressive. Like I like how this is like a matte black, but then this is like a shiny plastic for the white. And it just really makes everything stand out, man. It really pops. Like, wow. He's got the wrist cannons there. So if you have some weapon effects from, like the Viper 3 pack that just came out, you can throw that in there and, have him do a spray. That's great. And then like the helmet mounted like light there and his chest repulsor. It's really nice, man. This is a decent looking figure. He's beastly. He looks great. I like the details on the bottom half on his shins in the back there. And yeah, man, I'm blown away by the articulated cannons. Like that's fantastic. Cool. And then the way this goes, like look at it's almost like a Hot Toys level. Like not quite, but it's there, man. Like the way they work the articulation in, and they made this like a softer rubber here and here. You can feel it in the chest piece too. It's softer rubber, so when you bend them down, it hinders the articulation, but only slightly. Like it's meant to bend out a little bit when you push the figure forward or back, so you can still get some, not deep poses, but still, that's yeah, wow, this is great. Fantastic, man. Oh, that's frustrating, dude. Slinky, what's up, my boy? Slinky used to be my roommate, man, back in the day. You still living in Vancouver, bro? He's a cool dude. Probably the best room. I mean this shit. Probably the best roommate I ever had. He was fucking clean and he paid his fucking bills. That's all you can ask for when you got a roommate, man. And he was a pretty cool guy, so it worked out. But he was a good dude. But yeah, this is a sweet figure, man. I'm really digging it. This is awesome. So yeah, he'll look great posed up on the shelf together with these two. And I'm definitely this has me excited to take some shots with these two. I got some just like yellow background. I got some different color like poster board for backgrounds for when I'm taking shots. So I guess for like some of these cartoon ones, it'll look really good having like just a straight colored backdrop and have them posed up together, taking shots side by side, like bros, like in Iron Man 2. Yeah, this is awesome. I really dig this figure. I'm more surprised that I like it as much as I do. Oh, and I'm throwing weapon effects around. Oh, no, the missiles fell off. All right, so I also wanted to show this off because it finally fucking came in today. And yeah, if you've seen it around, you know what this is from. This is the Stress Ball Krang, and it looks pretty cool, man. I'm kind of excited because I also have like a Darth Vader helmet stress ball that my kid got me for Christmas or for my birthday last year. So yeah, this is sweet, man. I like having little shit on my desk like this, like I have displays and stuff for my figures, but I like to have like little nerdy shit that's around, man, that I can, put on my desk. But this came in today. And if any of you are into Loot Crate or like the NECA TMNT stuff, then you know what a nightmare this batch of exclusive figures have been to get a hold of. It's been fucking terrible. And they haven't been very vocal about what's going on, which is also frustrating. It's left a lot of us fans cold as far as the Loot Crate shit goes. So, but I'm sure some of you have already seen them online. So, but I'm going to show it off anyways because it's cool. So, here, I'm just going to fuck it. Stick here. So you get a nice little pin from Leatherface, and it's like the pixelated version because it's the Turtles in Time from the video game. And that looks really neat, right? In the end, you get some token Razar glass set, but they're tiny glasses. They're bigger than shot glasses, but not big enough to actually have a fucking drink in, I guess, unless you're doing like straight alcohol. You know, like I like Honey Jack, which is nice to sip on, so it'd be good for that. So this is what they typically look like, right? Front and back. So pretty cool little glasses. It's a nice little set. No t-shirt in this one, which was disappointing. A lot of us are disappointed we didn't get a t-shirt. Like, why the fuck did we give our sizes? And the NFT shit is a fucking nightmare, man. I've seen what Mad Hatter has been posting and some of the videos he's posted about it. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? NECA, your product speaks for itself. Stop making poor decisions. Partnering up with fucking Walmart and NFTs, and which I stole it. It's from another YouTuber that I watch, Skill Up, probably my favorite like video game news YouTube guy. Awesome dude. But he calls NFTs no fucking thanks, and that's what I've been using because it's no fucking thanks. The NFT market is fucking dead. Like if you do any research, it's it's plummeted. It's not a thing, man. It shouldn't be a thing, but you still got these companies holding on to it, right? Only to internationals. Only to internationals, Des. Here, I'll show your. Yeah, man. Um, we got these. A lot of us international guys that bought these having nobody has gotten a Loot Crate number 3 with Scrag or 4 with Scrag and um, with the Dark Knight or Knight Donnie. Um, international orders didn't get theirs. So we got a notification and we all assumed it was going to be the Scrag and Donnie set. So guess what? No. International guys got this guy. We got the crate number 2. And I was like, fuck. I mean, I wasn't that excited about this figure till I got him. And I mean, once I open him, I'm pretty stoked because he looks great. He does look fantastic. I don't really have any of the video game versions. I have the video game version of Slash. Yeah, man. So, international buyers of the crate got this set, and they didn't ship to US ones. But crate number 4 shipped to US buyers, but not to the international buyers. So, man, Loot Crate's fucked. So, I don't know. I'm hoping we see it. I'm more excited, not for Scrag, although he does look cool and he is a cartoon. I do collect the Ninja Turtle cartoon and movie figures. So, I really want the Dark Knight Donnie figure. Like, I love fucking Batman already. Batman, Ninja Turtles together. Like, he's great. Like, I have the Michelangelo Batman that was from the TV show or the movie that came out, the Batman versus the TMNT. They were, and NECA didn't release it. I believe they were Playmates, maybe, but they were really nice figures. And I do have the Mikey that's dressed up like Batman, and it's really cool. So, looking forward to getting the Dark Knight version of Donnie, but they haven't shipped it yet. So, but yeah, this figure looks great, man. So, man, NECA's been around for a long time, though, bro. And like I said, their products speak for themselves. They have some great guys that are behind there. Like Plainer Things is awesome. Like if you follow him on Instagram, just seems like a really solid dude. He was also on Unboxing Friday or Unboxing Thursdays with Toying Around yesterday, and he just seems like a really cool, down to earth kind of dude. So, and he's really into the horror aspect of NECA, um, and that's the thing. Like, I don't like shitting on a company because of the people that work behind the scenes that give a shit about these kind of products that they're putting out, and they kind of put their heart and soul into it, but you're still feeding into the main beast that is the main company, like Hasbro, like NECA, even like Super 7. Like there's a great bunch of creators and developers that work behind the scenes and show up on live streams that we get to chat with in groups and stuff, right? Like Kyle for Super 7 is an awesome dude. Just seems like really, really genuine and really decent. And I've had conversations with him like in Instagram DMs, and he just seems like a genuine nice guy. And I'm not particularly fond of Super 7 products because I think you pay too much for what you get. I do like the deep dives that they do, and I like the fancy boxes, but I'm not paying for fancy boxes that I open up. If you're an on-card collector, I think the Super 7 shit's great because they look great the way they have their accessories and the sculpts and everything displayed when you have them in the packaging. But my experience with Super 7 figures is pretty miss. I like the sculpts, I like the design work, but I only have the 4 turtles for the TMNT, and they all have super loose leg joints, and they haven't figured it out. And I guess with the Samurai Leo, I've heard complaints that the like the ball joint in the legs, they just don't stand up, man. They're loose. They're kind of floppy. They don't hold a pose. Like you can kind of get them in the sweet spot where they'll stand, but they're yeah, great figures design wise, and I love like the work that went into the design because they look more like the retro figures that we grew up and loved collecting with extra articulation. But you're getting single jointed elbows, you're getting single jointed knees, you're getting extra articulation, but you're not getting like updated articulation like we get with Hasbro, even like we get with NECA. And NECA finds a way to like hide some of the articulation, like the quarter scale turtles and even like the regular scale turtles are fantastic, man. And they hide the articulation between like their armbands and their knee pads and their shell, and it's a lot of that design work goes in to making the figure look great but still have articulation so you can still pose it up, but the joints are hidden nicely behind like these soft goods, like, well, and they're not soft goods because they're not, but it's like a softer material of rubber or plastic or whatever they use to hide the articulation. They're great. Anyways, I'm going on a fucking rant now. But it's hard because I don't want to chastise these guys that work behind the scenes that put their heart and soul into creating these products for us, right? It's somehow somewhere in the factory when they're molded, when they're put together, some things just don't fit as tight as they should, right? That's my only beef. But a lot of the guys that work behind the scenes are fantastic people, man, and they care about this product and they care about what gets out to us. So I have a hard time shitting on the company, even if I don't like some of the aspects of the product. The people that work behind the scenes just seem like really genuinely decent people, and they care about the designs and what goes into these figures, right? And a lot of them are collectors like us. So yeah. I'm going on a little long here. And see, this is just me. This is just me talking. If I get a guest on here, man, we'll be going for like 2-3 hours. Shit. I swear, when I do these streams, is the most I talk in the whole fucking week. So, I don't know. I'm good. I'm done opening shit for now. I just wanted to thank you guys for sticking around. Yeah, they all have their pros and cons, man. Like, um, it's, they are all pretty sweet. And like I said, a lot of these guys are collectors themselves, man. So they love what they do, and they love putting products out for us. Like, I just saw the Super 7 Next Generation. Fuck. They look great, man. And I love TNG. It's my favorite Star Trek. But then the price to pre-order through Super 7 for all four figures is like $205 US. So it's like, ugh, wolf. But anyways, I'm rambling enough. Thanks, guys, for joining in and watching the stream and chiming in. I appreciate y'all. Um, yeah, hopefully I can get some guests on here at some point, or some of you guys. Maybe you guys want to jump in sometime and just chat toys. That would be great. I'm off the cuff, man. I shoot from the hip, and I love collecting. I love the toys, and I love the community that's around it. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be posting the replay after, and it takes a while for it to process after you're finished streaming. So, um, but yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. I'm going to play some Call of Duty. I'm excited. So, thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, Refan, let me know. I don't know if we're streaming on this coming Tuesday or not. So if I'm on there, just, yeah, let me know, and we can, whatever, we can cross, you know, throw some stuff up and, kind of promote it both ways. But yeah, looking forward to being on there and talking shop and talking toys with you, bud. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I keep saying this. I got to get the fuck out.